peace, blessings on the day. You know, we walk out of that door. Every day, if we were blessed enough to, we walk out of that door in the morning. And we have a day. We have the sunshine. We have the sun. Perhaps it is raining. Perhaps there is a storm upon our life. And this too is a blessing. The storm of your life is something I'll speak of so often. It's the suffering, it's the beauty and the purpose of your suffering. You know, I will see people. This is such a common occurrence to me. I experience myself very much at this point in my life, and truly always, but I'm very presently awake to it. I experience myself as a symbol, more so than anything else, really. And that does not mean in any way any form of a diminished state. The symbol is alive, and through its witnessing, it is not such a hidden thing. Through its witnessing, inevitably, it reveals of itself. It impresses upon you the truth of its nature, that you will come and witness and know. And I experience myself out in the world as this symbol. I will see people that will come to me. They will find their way to me in one way or another. People who are having a difficulty. I was speaking with a man just recently, and he was having a hard time. He was about to begin his workday. A blessing to have one. A difficulty at times. Well, this is not his concern. His concern was that of the world and the occurrences in the world. He was a man who was very concerned with God and God's place in the world. And it is a special thing to be able to have presence, to be able to be this symbol, to reveal what live within me, that I may give to you. And I speak to this man, very simply, a few words, done in presence. And I speak to him and I just say very simply, it is beautiful. He was experiencing a lot of anxiety, And I say to him very simply, it is beautiful that God will provide for us everything that we will ever need here and now. We only have to now retreat from this place, not run away from this place, but remain here now, and we are provided for here and now, where we are provided for here and now. This place that I am, this place that you are, this place we can only ever be here and now. And in this place, all things are provided for. Nothing is taken from you. Everything is given. You are granted this difficulty. You are granted this struggle. And you are provided for throughout it, here and now. And nothing will occur upon you that you are not capable in God of overcoming and coming to a higher nature and strength of your being through this difficulty. So we sit and we have anxiety, we have this worry, we look outwardly, we take ourselves away, we send ourselves away, we send ourselves out there where we can only be here. So we send ourselves away in this anxiety, in these thoughts, this have or have not, this may or may not. What will occur, what is occurring, all of these worries around me, these difficulties, these occurrences of the world, and we give power to this of the world. We give power to that which is not. We give power to a falsity. We place our focus, our creative power and potential, the image of God that we are crafted in. We lend power outwardly to the world in this anxiety. We take ourselves away. And here Here and now, you are provided for. Everything. You only need to be present for it. What is here? What is now? What is before me? What is within me? Here and now. Presence. I'm provided for. You are provided for. You are blessed and safe in and through this. And in all of it, in all of the difficulty, unique, in that anxiety, in that feeling of I will send myself away to something. I will allow something else to consume my thought, my mind, and my heart. I will lend these things to the world. I will send myself outwardly rather than being here, now, within the God, the truth, the love that provide of you here, now. These things occur. We are allowed this. We are allowed this experience to send ourselves outwardly, to send the power that we are outside of ourselves. We are allowed this. We are allowed this with the purpose that we come closer and know the truth. God, here, now. Love, here, now. Provided for, here, now. Presence, you are this. And you cannot escape it. And so it is a safe thing, really. It's a safe thing. And that is what I mean whenever I say that you are provided for through all of it. You are a safe thing because you are inescapable in that you are, and that your nature is that of God. You cannot remove yourself from it. So you can go through these experiences of sending yourself outwardly to learn, that you may come back here and understand what is occurring. What is occurring? Truly, what is occurring? Here and now is occurring. Presence is occurring, and you are provided for. That you are, that God is, that I am. I'm blessed and grateful here and now. And you can find it in the most simple of things, is your breath. Presence. Here and now, you are provided for. And all these difficulties, anyone who God loves so much, you will be able to find this revelation of yourself. Anyone that God loves so much, your life will not be easy. You will be blessed with struggle. You will be blessed with great difficulty to overcome as a proof of your being through your witnessing. And that you have this, that this gift is granted to you, this knowledge, this living knowledge, this awareness, this truth and proof of your being, that God is, and that you are provided for in everything, in every moment of your existence, that you are provided for. And you have this to draw upon here and now, this mercy that perpetually will give to you, and this strength that will perpetually be granted to you and lent to you. This very nature of your being that you have been crafted in is all accessible to you here and now. Here and now. Everything you've been going through, every difficulty of your life in this world, before and in the next, it will all be able to be drawn upon. Every instance that you overcome, every difficulty that you overcome, God is granting you a strength that you may draw upon here and now and forevermore. Never to lose this, that you have this. God, love, and truth, that you are presence found here, and nothing can take it from you. And the more you build yourself in this, the more you will find this proof of your being, the more you will be able to draw upon it. The more you will find in these instances of great pain and difficulty and suffering, difficulty, this mountain you must climb, this cross you must bear, this love and truth found in such difficulty, it becomes so accessible to you that you do not shy away from these experiences anymore. You can come and know it is a love upon you that you go through so much. If one is to know God, you cannot fear death. You cannot simultaneously know God and fear death. It is in knowing God. Death is revealed as a servant of God. God who would only will well of you, who would only provide, who is ever merciful. Death is merely a servant to this. And so in this way, death is merely a servant to you. And so, if you know God, if we know God, if we have this of ourselves that we have found in such great difficulty and struggle, these mountains we have climbed, this suffering, this sin we overcome, that we have forgiveness and mercy, here and now, presence, that we have these things, Death is overcome. Death is a servant. So we have God. We know God. We do not have fear for death. We know death. We live in death. We accept this. As we have God. We know God. We are here. We are now. We are present. We are living in these things. And so, if we are living in these things, we have God. We know God. We are living in these things. Our only capacity to be is that this power is and has granted us this, that we are not separate from. If we have these things, if we must not fear death, why would you fear suffering? Why would you fear difficulty? Why would you fear change? Why would you be averse to these things, knowing everything that you have overcome, every difficulty, every failure, every fault has granted you this strength, that you are here, that you are now, that you have this God to call upon. You cannot be defeated in this way. So no, we do not fear death. We do not fear suffering. We have God, this awareness, this truth of our being, proof of our being, revealed in every moment, in every difficulty, this love being bestowed upon me that I may have strength. If we can grasp this, if we can let it go and maintain it of ourselves, that surrender, that faith that it is here, that it is now, where I am, where you are, that God is. If we have this, then we embrace it, we embrace the difficulty. We accept it as a unique blessing crafted by the highest intelligence, the only intelligence that there is, the only life that there is, has granted and blessed me with this difficulty and suffering, that I may overcome and inherit of myself the proof in nature of my being, that God is, that I am, that you are, here and now. Beautiful love and truth. This will not be removed from you. So death is the servant. The suffering is a strength being granted to you. What a great love this is. That I may have strength of myself granted to me in God, here, now, that I am, that you are, provided for in this way. And you have it. You have it to call upon in all things. In all things you have it to call upon. The kingdom of heaven is spread across all of this earth, but we do not see it. And you may draw upon this kingdom. You may draw upon paradise, and paradise will be granted to you. You only must maintain this of yourself, that you are here, that you are now, that you are here, that you are now. Paradise is granted to you. You may call upon this power. And in every difficulty you are overcome. In the presence that you are. That is the key to all of it. That is the key to all of it. The keys of death. Life. And you who has found great suffering, great difficulty, great struggle, you who has found these things, you are blessed, for you have found life. And it is perfect and it is beautiful in this way, that even sin itself is a gift of God granted to you, that you might find failure and fault, that you may have meaning and strength. That you will understand in your failures, in your shortcomings, what provides for you the way that you are. Forgiveness, mercy, where has it come from? An ability to overcome. Where has it come from? You would not know your strength. You would not know forgiveness. You would not know mercy if you did not have these things to overcome. And surely, if there is one who is sinless, and surely, as all things must come to a witnessing, there must be one who is sinless. And this one who is sinless, you who is sinless, he who is sinless, you will be blessed. He will be blessed with the sin of others to overcome, that he may be a proof of his own being, in perfect knowledge and wisdom of the suffering you will go through, of the suffering he will go through for God, as an obedience to God, is a proof of his own being, is a proof of your own being. These things are crafted perfectly. They are written specifically, beautifully, beyond poetry, for you, that you may come and know of yourself. Perpetually this will be revealed. And in all things that you are, you will be revealed. And upon that day that you are revealed, no disagreement will be made. And here is the consequence to it all. You have always been capable. You have always been capable. And truly, you cannot fail, that you are willing to succeed. You cannot do it. You cannot fail. That you take another step forward and that you have it of your heart. That you will persevere, that you will overcome. You cannot fail. You will be provided for in this. God smiles. God smiles greatly upon you who perseveres through great difficulty. And God does not deny any. God only reveals that you are. And you see, to have mercy, to have forgiveness, to have the humility to call upon these things and to be answered. This is a power of your own being. That you will come to this. That you will come to this. Imagine, imagine. Just consider, think of it for yourself. You fall prey to sin. You fall down. You commit injustice. Your nature was designed in such a way that this will occur. You are perfectly designed in your imperfection. This is your nature. That you will fail, that you will falter. And so we come down, we fall upon our knees. We come to these things, these difficulties, these failures. And it is the proof of your being. It is a further revelation of your nature. That you overcome in seeking forgiveness and mercy. You are overcoming all things. You are overcoming in the humility that you are, that you choose to submit only to one. No matter the difficulty or the struggle, the mountain you must climb, the times you have fallen down, you submit only to one. You have an acceptance of this power that God is, here and now. You have an acceptance of your own ability to be forgiven, the nature that you are created in, that God is, that you are here now, and that this is granted to you in purpose here now, a further attainment of your nature in truth here now. that you have this life, that you will know death, that you may know the value of your life, this servant that death is, and that through this you are provided for a way unique in your being, further revelation and truth that you are. This suffering, this difficulty granted to you, tremendously beautiful is this. And, I watch and I witness so many people, so many of us, sacred and living children of God, with this capability of all of these things we have spoken here, this capability of God, this capability of presence in this moment here and now, in which we are always provided for a way unique in our own being. We are so averse. We lack in a knowledge and a wisdom of our own self. We lack a knowledge and a wisdom of mankind, of human nature. That we would be averse to death, that we would be averse to suffering, that we would deny our own being. We would deny what is unique in our own being for the safety, the illusion of safety, the prison. We would build ourselves this prison, an illusion of safety. We will smile with great pain in our heart. We will deny what is unique and beautiful that was crafted of our own heart from God. We will be blessed that the world deny this of us, that we may have the strength to choose it of ourselves, that God may know you, that you prove this of yourself, that you may know God, that you are willing to walk through these things. And we wear this fake smile, We will wear this fake smile. We will choose these relationships or these paths in life that seem to be what is right. We will give ourselves away. We will take ourselves away. We will send our heart and our spirit and our mind. We will give them to these places out here, to the world. And deny our own being, deny God, ourself. You cannot have God and deny yourself simultaneously. You cannot have God and fear death. You cannot have God and fear suffering. You live in these things. You are these things. They were uniquely crafted blessings for you. So we walk upon this earth, We walk upon this earth. And you will be tested. You will be tested in such ways that your heart is rejected. As a child, it is unique, and it is easy for us to embody our nature when we walk out about this world, and we will be perpetually denied that heart, that truth, that proof of being, that nature. The world will deny us. God will provide, and the world will deny us. And on this path, it seems entirely necessary that at some point, we too deny God. We too deny our heart and seek to mold ourselves to the world. And this is the test upon you. Will you recognize the emptiness found here? Will you understand it? Will you recognize the emptiness found here? Or will you begin to identify yourself as this and lose what was so specially, beautifully, artfully, perfectly crafted for you? Your difficulty and your struggle, your life. The heart that you have, that was given, what is so unique and special about you, that was difficult for the world to say yes to, that was denied of you. Will you keep this? Will you maintain it? Will it be enough that God has this, that you do not hide it away. They live in you. The everything that was given, what is so unique and special of you, is we all have this. We all have something so many things so unique and special of our being, and we choose to hide them away. Perhaps you do not do that today. Perhaps craft your life in such a way that you will be a perpetual proof of your being through these difficulties, that you will overcome through these struggles. Embrace the unique and beautiful path that is written for you through that unique beauty that is your heart. In this world, from this place of your heart so unique and beautiful, you will be blessed that you find difficulty, that this heart is proven, this truth of your being is proven. And you see, if you choose not to do it, if you walk in someone else's footsteps, if you take a way that is not your own, if you deny yourself this path, this difficulty, this unique struggle that is written and laid out before you, it is less to do this than it is to fail time and time again on the path that is unique for you and true for you. And if you choose, that is the paradox of it, if you choose what is easy, then you'll have what is empty. If you choose what is difficult and what is true, you cannot lose. So long as you show up in the present to face it, so long as you continue to walk forward. You know, and truly, you know, this world is short. Your time here is not long. You are from a place that does not end, and you will return to a place that does not end. This world will end. Your time here will end. This beautiful gift you are granted, you know, this place where there's allowed suffering, this place where you are allowed a unique suffering and test upon you. Do not deny yourself. Do not deny yourself this in your time here. Because you will go back to this place. You will go back to this place where there is no end, where the beginning and the end are one. You will go back to this place, the same place where everything was written, that you were present and consented to. In your heart, in this world, these tests upon you, you will go back to this place, and you will face yourself there. You will face the truth. Everything of you will be revealed. Did you choose it? Did you run away from what you asked to go through? What was uniquely crafted for you? What freedom found here in love of your own suffering. And you see, you cannot change any of it. You are just learning. You are learning the strength and the nature of your own being. That is what you are doing perpetually, continually, and of what love is, that you may go through these things and have of yourself that you may give of another. The truth that you are, uniquely, that this witnessing occurs. So you are learning, and you are blessed that you are learning, and you are growing, and you are blessed that you are growing, and there are pains innately that will occur through this process. And it will bring you awake. That pain, that struggle, that difficulty will bring you awake to this. And what does it mean to be awake? It means to be present. It means that you are aware, that you are living in what is witnessed. Uniquely. As you are. Here and now. Presence that you are, that God is. A beautiful occurrence to have had life. And you who has found struggle and difficulty, you are blessed, for you have found life. And I thank you for your life. Thank you for what you go through. Thank you for your heart. I thank you for what is unique in you. And I hope and I pray and I ask of you that you do not hide it away. That I may be blessed in this love. That this witnessing of what is unique and beautiful of your own being occurs. And I will not deny you mine. Glory, grace, strength, thanks, grateful God. I am that you are courage, strength, protection. I am with you. Peace.